One thing you'll notice about my predators is that they do everything they can to try to shut me up, to try to destroy evidence, to slander my name, to keep me from speaking up in court. You can see this right here, full episode. That right there is Natalie's mom. This is A&E. Oh, there's a picture of me. It says, search for missing 19-year-old girl ends in tragedy. Season 1, Episode 1, Murder on the 21st. Full episode. Well, imagine that. Isn't that what that lady was trying to pretend was a delusion? Before we show you how this got started with Andrew Wolnez, let's press play on this one. We'll turn the volume all the way up so we can hear him.
It's shit like this. When I find out about him being a predator piece of shit. About him being a harassing fucking pile of shit. That poor Natalie Bollinger, she didn't deserve that.
By name, like I said. It says right here, Joseph Lopez killed 19-year-old Natalie Bollinger in December of 2017. I wrote a list of what's in this video. And the times. Now we're going to show you that Andrew Wolnez, all of this here, is because he decided to assault me on multiple occasions and claim that I had killed Natalie Bollinger over and over again, telling people that I'm a pedophile, telling them I'm a rapist, telling them I'm a murderer, including Scott Brown, who I have recorded, and including, well, people who broke my stuff, similar to this guy here. So we're going to go to 14 seconds in, I guess.
I can't believe you murdered that little girl. That poor little girl. Just because she didn't like you. Just because you weren't what she wanted.
Isn't that great?
I'm fucking uncomfortable for you. You fucking dirty piece of shit. I got you now. Sucks to be you.
You know, all that stuff does seem pretty threatening to me, but let's continue.
Habitual harasser and abuser. That's what you are. Exactly what you are. You need to be in a state hospital.
See? After these predators start this stuff, they always want to play victim. Now, you can see me over at my car. He's already been kicked out of the Safeway for going in there and screaming at the top of his lungs that I was a rapist and a pedophile and shit like this. So, let's go to the next part in the video. 108. We're already almost there, so let's let it play.
You need to be in a state hospital where they can force you meds.
See, isn't that all of these predators' idea? To force me to take medications. Wonderful idea. Medications won't stop Andrew Wolnez, who is the guy who's talking in this video. So let's go to 245. How far up is that? Close enough.
And watch how he walks away like a coward because he knows.
Now, am I told to walk away? Yes, I'm told to walk away. I was told by the people in Safeway to go inside of the Safeway when he starts this stuff.
He's caught.
Wants to claim that I'm caught. And of course, at 3:55, he wants to commit a hate crime. And it is a hate crime because of the number of assaults. Is that in this video or the next one? Screw it. We'll let it play.
Just total flat out pile of shit. Everybody knows it now. He's gonna go inside, they're gonna say, what do you want? Go away. I'm not even on the fucking property. Go fuck yourself, Sean, faggot.
See what I mean? And at what point is that? Oh, that's at about 3 minutes and 8 seconds, so I'll write that down. Here's a list of some of the videos that I am sending to the officer. There's quite a bit more, but this is just for starters. And to this point, I'm going to remind you of this right here. One of a great many threats against me and my friends and family. My niece. Remind you again of the restricted calls that I got over and over and over again, starting the day that Andrew Wolnez was served the protection order. More of the hate crimes they committed against me. I'm going to remind you again that this came from my little sister. It states very clearly that she was followed by the cops and had some guy threaten her that if she didn't walk away now, her and my niece were going to get hurt or even killed. This is the day that I met Andrew Wolnez. I'd seen him before, didn't know who he was, how old he was, didn't care. So, as you guys know, it takes a minute to pull the phone out and get it all started recording, which in that amount of time, Andrew Wolnez was busy screaming to everybody that would listen that I was a murderer, that I'd killed some little girl in Colorado, that I was taking pictures of their children in the bathroom, and all sorts of things like that. And this very same day, he admits that it's over the Natalie Bollinger situation. So, of course, we've gotten to see what happens when you walk away. You get to see that with Andrew Wolnez on multiple occasions. I'm walking away, and he starts trash, and he punches me in the back of the head repeatedly. Antagonistic and threatening over something to do with some kids. You'll just have to ask him. Now, mind you, I'm there with cans to turn into the can machine, which is right over here. And this guy is getting up in my face and being threatening towards me. Now, it's called Andrew Wolnez Assault 1 and 2. I will put a link in the video description for this one, for all of the Andrew Wolnez stuff that I have. We'll go to 2 minutes and 35 seconds. You just can't do it. So what do? See, he calls me a pedophile. At that point, I've already vacated as far as I can. And of course, here's something that you might have to do. You'll have to go to the sort by section and go to newest comments. And that might make it so that you can see the first and second assaults. See, I've still got my cans in my hand. I left so that he could do his thing, and I'm hoping to go back after he's gone, which is like, at least 10 minutes later. So as I'm walking down the street, he sees me and is eyeballing me and walking towards me. So, of course, violence ensues, but I'm not the one who initiates it. And there are 2 assaults here. Make sure that we keep the guy recorded in case he tries anything again. I put the camera down. He starts across the road immediately. See with the threats? You do not get to try to assault me. You do not get to touch my phone. There he is. There he is. Now, there was 2 assaults that happened there, but he kept hitting my phone, and I had to keep on trying to get it working. Now, we already know that this guy is using Natalie Bollinger as an excuse, but this is the first time I've seen him, the very day that I met him. So, after I recorded that first video with Andrew Wolnez, where he had assaulted me, I went to my car. I was told by almost every agency that they don't have room I could work in, but to go to the library. The problem is that the library leaves my vehicle where everybody can see it. They know right where I'm at. And there's also things that I can't talk about or say in the library. Now, Andrew Wolnez, what he did is went straight into the library. He already knew who I was, already knew about my YouTube channel, already knew about all of that, because within maybe 10 minutes at most of me posting up that video, Andrew Wolnez was typing on my YouTube channel and harassing me. And that's how I found out his name, because at the beginning, I didn't even know his name was Andrew Wolnez. I had to change the title of the video once I found his name out. Also, I went and listened to that first video, and of course, he wanted to tell people I was a pedophile. He doesn't like it back, though. Let's see what happens here in the third video.
You call me a fucking
There he
predator?
kicks my car twice.
Here's this predator over here beating on my vehicle.
Don't be... Call me a predator?
Now, what is it that makes him a predator? Well, you guys got to see that first video. And this guy knows that I didn't kill Natalie, and the messages, and I did take screenshots of those, the messages between him and others organizing attacks and assaults against me, as well as organizing and coordinating to attempt to destroy evidence and prevent my evidence from being seen or heard. Well, we got some more of that, and we're going to show you those screenshots in a second, too. But this is Andrew Wolnez. This is the third assault.
You call me a predator?
You are a predator.
You call me a predator?
You're being predatory towards
I have
me.
fucking 6 kids,
You're predatory
motherfucker!
towards
I have
me.
2 daughters!
You are predatory
Fuck
towards
you,
me. Back
motherfucker!
off. Do not touch
You're
me.
fucking lucky I don't fix your fucking ass!
Back off.
Get out of this
Back
fucking
off.
car and fucking
Back
stop
off,
me!
Chimo.
Fuck you,
Back
Chimo!
off. You call me a Chimo.
See, this guy just won't leave me alone. That was 2023. He's still doing stuff to this day. Now, although today in specific I have not seen or heard anything from him, for the most part I've stayed in the tent so that I can avoid people like this. And he's not the only one. I'll show you some other recordings as well. There is a lot to cover in this. We're only 11 minutes in.
Fucking
Do not threaten.
You're wanted for murder!
Back off.
You
I am
fucking
not.
yeah, you are!
lying second.
See, there he accuses me of being wanted for murder. Now, that's the very first day that I met him. And his excuse is that I was wanted for murder in Colorado. And he was accusing me of killing somebody in Colorado. The cops told me in that first video they couldn't do anything about it because they didn't know how it started. Now, in this video, you get to see, just like in the last one, I never approach Andrew Wolnez, not even once. Now, when I try to make it safely over to the Safeway door after he moves out of the way, well, I decided that I should probably just vacate the premises until Wolnez is done, even though he was being a jerk. Now, when he's wanting to scream this stuff at me and claim that I'm wanted for murder and stuff, I mean, this is 7 minutes, 50 seconds into it.
You're wanted for murder!
Lying second shit.
Yes, you are! Oklahoma.
You fucking dumbass. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, in Colorado! Look at
See, now he couldn't remember her name. And again, like I said, this is the very first day I met him. Both of these videos are from September 21st. Both of them. Now this guy right here just kept his stuff up. So in this one, as you guys know, if I don't record it, the cops pretend it didn't happen. If I start recording as soon as the issue starts, then they refuse to do anything and claim that it's because they don't know how it started. Then, if I'm recording, because I don't know when he's going to do this stuff, such as this video right here where I'm 35 minutes and 31 seconds into it, I'm at a church. Now, I'd never, ever seen Andrew Wolnez at any of these churches to get something to eat. And then all of a sudden, he was at 4 of them, 4 different ones, or 4 different times they feed homeless. And very specifically, on those 4 occasions, he decided very specifically to target me, as always. This is just one of those occasions. So I was walking towards a group of people, because I did see Andrew Wolnez there. And I was walking towards that group of people, trying to pretend he didn't exist. He started yelling at me.
Oh, that guy right there.
not one video or picture.
See, now that's the thing. I didn't say nothing to him. You need to stop. 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 Do not hit my stuff. Do not hit my stuff. Do not. Do not hit my things. Stop. And see, it took over a minute, maybe 2 minutes for it to get started after you hit the phone. And then here's Dora talking. There's also a gentleman here who used to date somebody I know here in town. I don't know his name, but I do know hers. And, you know, Bollinger did this with a lot of people. Dora's not exactly the happiest camper. This is from the day after the day before my birthday. And at 25:40, but it's okay because he starts staring me down. Now I'm trying to ignore him, but he's staring me down. It's a victim of a particular gender, and that makes it all right, doesn't it? When it comes to murder, men are 5 times more likely to be murdered. When it comes to me being murdered by a spouse, yeah, men are actually more likely to be murdered. Oh, there's a predator right across the street. Robert Wolnez. Andrew Wolnez. So what do? Make sure I record it. Every time I see a predator, I make sure I record it. Get away. Do not hit my phone. Do not. I'm not approaching him, and there he hit my phone again. He was hitting me. He was hitting my phone. Both of them. And then he comes back around to do it again. Stop assaulting me. Stop assaulting me. Stop.
I'm wanting you to stop video.
Stop.
I'm wanting you to
Stop. I don't care what you want. You chose to victimize me and assault me on multiple occasions. No, I am not. I am recording it every time that you come around. Leave me alone.
I've done nothing to you.
Sorry. Bullshit.
I've done nothing to you.
I accidentally pressed the wrong button. I'll back it up to here because this is where he's playing victim and pretending that he's the one who's being assaulted. Like in most of these videos, I've got a cane in one hand and a phone in the other, okay? For the periods of time when I wasn't using the cane, which I really have tried not to use the cane, to try to do so without the cane. But, you know, even then, obviously I'm having issues with even being able to walk. And this guy is doing this stuff. He's got mobility. What is running away from a guy on a bike gonna do when you literally cannot run? Time I see a predator, I make sure I record it. Get away. Get away. Do not hit my phone. Do not. There he hits it again. Dickhead decided to assault me. Stop assaulting me. Stop assaulting me. Stop.
I'm wanting you to stop video.
Stop.
I'm wanting you to
Stop.
video.
I don't care what you want. You chose. Now you notice here he's trying to talk nice and pretend like he was the one that was assaulted. And in this one, like you hear him screaming at me in the other ones. All of a sudden he's trying to play good guy. No. He's putting on a show for the public. And this shit needs to stop. It's not just Andrew Wolnez. We'll get into more of these predators too, like Tim Beeson. To victimize me and assault me on multiple occasions. No, I am not. I am recording it every time that you come around me. Get away from me. Leave me alone.
I've done
Stop
nothing
stalking
to you.
me. All of a sudden, he's offended by the raising of my voice after he just came up to me and fucking assaulted me. And then he has the gall to say he's done nothing to me. No, he absolutely has. He has targeted me over crimes that I did not commit. He had a plan in place before he did any of this, and that includes the things that he's been doing with Sky and Sky's girlfriend and the screaming at the house, the yelling at the house, the going around telling people that I'm a child molester and a pedophile and a murderer. Like, yeah, this is real shit here. Bullshit.
I've done nothing to you.
Bullshit.
I want you to stop videoing.
Step off of me. Do not touch my phone. Now there he's assaulting me and like pinching me like a girl while trying to steal my telephone from me. And in the process, he's also trying to hit the goddamn thing. Again.
This is harassment right here.
Now, this lady needed to just mind her own goddamn business. Now, the guy who showed up is Malcolm. He's the store manager. Now, what should have been done is that the cops should have been called and the store manager should have fucking done something. But no, this lady thinks she knows everything. She doesn't. These people will literally allow people like this to continually do these things over and over again, and he continues to play victim. And this lady has created a scenario where not only is Andrew Wolnez getting away with it, but he is going to do it again. And he does.
I will not. He has assaulted me repeatedly. I will not stop recording.
You're going to hear me call her a nasty name.
I've been assaulted by him too.
And see, there he plays victim, pretends like he's been assaulted by me. See this right here? You see this location right here? In the video Assaults 1 and 2, this is where the second assault took place. This is also the very corner where Massam Vijan came at me with a pipe. Yes.
No, I think I have it. I've tried the police. They don't care.
Would you stop?
I'm not going to stop recording people assaulting me or threatening me. This will not happen.
This woman thinks that it's okay to step into a situation she knows nothing about. Very Republican boots. That's basically the modern equivalent of a Nazi flag this day and age. This woman has no idea what's going on, and she's making the decisions here. Not only that, but Chris and the lady at Safeway that's with, or not Chris, but Malcolm and the lady who's with Malcolm, go with what this crazy lady has to say. She's obviously nuts.
He's not. He's walking.
I don't care if he's recording or not. He doesn't get to do this.
He's walking.
This is not okay. I can tell he's walking away. I am recording for my safety.
Okay, you guys are safe for
I would love for somebody to call the police, but the police won't listen to me. They've been predatory towards me too. The first time I was ever assaulted by him was right over there at the cans. And I went across the street to get away from him. But as soon as somebody starts assaulting me, I'm going to record it every time I see them for my safety.
Obviously. It's not just Andrew Wolnez either. Andrew Wolnez works together with some of my other predators. While this is loading up, I'm going to tell you about some of that. See, I had to get a permanent protection order against him. So what he did is he decided to lie. Here, let me pause it and take it down. Here's Andrew Wolnez typing on the Safeway thing. It says, "The place deserves no stars. I can't go back there because the ignorant staff 86'd me for exposing a predator inside their store while they coddled him and nurtured him by parking his car in their lot." So, first of all, he's claiming that he can't go back there because the ignorant staff 86'd him for exposing a predator. Well, you get to see he is 100% the aggressor in every single one of these situations, and I am well within my rights to record. But then the police want to tell me, as you guys got to see in the videos the last couple of days, I don't point it in his direction because, of course, if I record it and I don't record the beginning, what do they tell us? Well, we don't know how it started, so I have to record all the time. But then they say that I was only assaulted because I was recording. I explain that I was not recording him. They tell me that, well, if I do record him, that's probably why he's assaulting me, because he didn't want to be recorded. Well, nobody wants to be recorded. Does a rapist want to be recorded while he's committing rape? Especially if he knows that it's his victim who's recording it and is going to turn him in? Fuck no, she's going to run around and tell the truth. Wolnez doesn't want that. He got 86'd because he was threatening towards Candace after going into the store and literally screaming at the top of his lungs that I was a pedophile and a rapist and so on and so forth. That's why he was 86th. And also, as far as going to the parking lot, yes, I absolutely did what the Safeway employees told me to. The one thing that I needed was for the cops to be involved, but the Safeway employees needed to call them. By this point, I'd already been arrested for improper use of 911 because there are more than one person like Andrew Wolnez, and we'll get to that too. It also says, I've been a local Tillamook customer for 30 years, and I've been labeled and slandered as a predator by this particular homeless man in the green car. Now, what did I say that's slander? Did I say he's accusing me of killing somebody that I did not kill? That's not slander. Did I say that he was accusing me of being a pedophile? Well, that's certainly not slander. Did he accuse me of killing Natalie Marie Bollinger? Absolutely, by name, he accused me. And he just made up his story as he went along. But he also bragged about that to the people in his comments section. And most of his YouTube channel is entirely dedicated to me. So it also says he's also assaulted me and has legal repercussions for it. Well, I'd never assaulted him. And it says, and he has legal repercussions for it as he has court in January for it. Thus, man needs to be gone. He puts every single customer at risk. Now, what ended up happening with that? Well, I got a permanent protection order against him that he doesn't care. Like I've said many times, a protection order is just a piece of paper. The cops aren't going to do their fucking jobs for a homeless person. Anyway, Andrew Wolnez started assaulting me right after the advertisements for Murder in the 21st, Season 1, Episode 1 came out. Obviously, he targeted me for a reason. Obviously, I had not done anything to him. So now the most recent recordings I have to try to find somebody else to verify that it's Andrew Wolnez breaking the protection order. Because pointing it in his direction when he's breaking the protection order, so I can prove he's breaking the protection order, I either get told that it's too grainy or I get told that it's my fault for pointing the camera at him. If I don't point the camera at him, they say, well, I don't see Andrew Wolnez. How do I know that's his voice? This one is a Fred Turner account. It's attached to, well, he's made probably close to 1,000 accounts at this point. I do have reason to believe that this is, in fact, Ted Bollinger, but I don't know for certain, and nobody will investigate it. They pretend that these are delusions. It says, every time I have went in here, a homeless man living in a green car is in the parking lot or the store. One day he was charging his phone inside, and by the way, I do have recordings with multiple staff members there telling me to do exactly that, including recently. That's right. There's a woman there who still likes me, and she's one of the people who told me to go inside. So is the assistant manager that they have there on the weekends. So have the manager heads of almost every section of Safeway at this point. But none of them helped me to turn it in. Meanwhile, this guy here has been harassing me since before I moved to Tillamook. His harassment has been going on since at least 2018. He makes Fred Turner accounts, Fred Burner accounts, Ted Turner accounts, Ted Burner accounts, and obviously he does not live in Tillamook. If he does live in Tillamook, if he moved to Tillamook, because I got here in 2022, and this guy's been stalking me since 2018, that's pretty significant. It also says, let's see, Then came back 3 hours later. He was still there. This guy has brought a lot of local problems. You can't go grocery shopping without getting panhandled or asked for cigarettes or hearing him yelling all day in his car, never going back. Others should stay away from for their safety too. Of course, I've never panhandled the man. And as far as when I do panhandle, I make sure that I record it. I don't give anybody any issues. I'm not a problem starter. This guy calls himself Mine's Bigger Than Yours. Again, this is in the Tillamook Safeway review. And the lady that I spoke with and recorded speaks about the reviews as well. This one calls himself Mine's Bigger Than Yours. Yes, his account has harassed me on my YouTube channel as well and been blocked more than once. He was also coordinating with Andrew Wolnez, along with someone who calls themselves a person who knows. Now, this person who calls himself Mine's Bigger Than Yours is also associated with a group of 6 friends who, all 6 of them have YouTube channels that are devoted to attacking my character, calling anyone, anywhere that I move to, they'll call them up, call the local businesses and tell them I'm a pedophile and a rapist. They'll call the cops over and over again and say that it's an anonymous call, that they know about this murderer and pedophile and rapist. And then, of course, they'll call and get online and do stuff like this over and over and over again. It says they have made it unsafe by allowing a homeless man to basically live there throughout the day, wander around from Starbucks back and forth using all the charging ports. He spends all day there. Now, why did I spend all day there? Because it was the only safe place I had. I couldn't be in my vehicle. And we're going to get to that right after this video, or right after reading this. It says, he also lives in the parking lot in the car, makes me feel very uncomfortable. Now, mind you, this person has been also harassing me for at least 5 or 6 years. It says, taking my kids and getting groceries. We used to go to Starbucks as a treat. We no longer can because seems extremely unhinged. It makes me very uncomfortable because he has out always recording my kids and everything that's going on. I do not want my kids being recorded, but the more I have spoke to the managers there, they just continue to allow this man to live in the parking lot and wander the store for hours on end a day. Now, this person doesn't even live in Oregon. They might not even live in the continental United States. Now, in this video, I'm at the church, and probably about 16 minutes in, I left. Andrew Wolnez came in.
Yes, sir.
And I traveled out to my vehicle. Obviously, I'm leaving. I never approached him. I left. I'm in my car. Obviously, there's things that I need to do at that church.
As long as people don't mess with me, I don't mess with them.
Tillamook, and then you fucking say.
All right, here we go. There's
Obviously,
Wolnez right there.
Was that Andrew Wolnez's voice? Well, if you want to say it didn't sound like him, well, let's watch the rest of it.
What a fucking punk.
Riding away on his bike after starting shit. At
That's
least
the
I
thing.
recorded that it was
He
him,
needs
right?
to just leave me alone.
Now over here, this is Andrew Wolnez coming back my direction. And this woman here with the grocery sack that you see walking by, her name is Miranda. And she worked for Candace at the Safeway. She was told that, so what happened with her, she wanted to turn it in. And she was in trouble because she had been on my YouTube channel. So she had to be afraid of getting in trouble or losing her job if she said anything.
That fucking thing. Get that fucking thing out of my face.
It's not in your face.
It is. It is in my face.
Back up.
It
Get
is
away
in my
from me.
face.
Wolnez, stop.
That fucking thing off.
Stop. It is
Don't
not
do it
okay to
anymore.
assault people, punk.
Fuck you.
You're a bitch.
I hope you.
Not sure if you noticed, but he also littered there.
That clenches your skirt.
It did, Wolnez.
Still yelling. And just riding off.
And as always, people just kind of walk by or watch. On the bright side, at least I'll look good white stuff on my face.
I did a pretty good job of holding it there now, didn't I? That's not all. Small selection. So let's read this one from Candace Bondurant. It says, hey, so I'm gonna need you to brainstorm on somewhere to go. Cops were sitting outside my house this morning when I took the girls to school, then came to my work. My landlord is pissed. I have 3 days to take you somewhere or pack my shit. I work tomorrow and the weather is supposed to get shitty here Sunday, so that basically leaves us this afternoon. Do you have any resources outside of Boulder? Now there's more messages with her that go further into it. Of course she felt threatened. And there was more than just that. Here's one from a guy named Dalton Crawford. Now he kept this up for a very long time. And he's one of the people telling me he was going to put me in the ground. Him and a guy very specifically, and he also calls me a stalker, a guy named Tim Beeson. Here's one that, well, you can read it yourself. You can see that he is not typing nice things. And there are hundreds of these profiles that no longer exist. This one's a guy from Britain, calls himself Barry. Wants to call me an ugly bald bastard. Say you're dead punk and die you cunt. Lots of this kind of stuff. A whole bunch of it, actually. So in this video, as you guys might know with the situation with the ICE people shooting that woman, and also several people in vehicles driving through groups of protesters in the past, if they're kicking the shit out of your vehicle and you start driving off, you can be charged with attempted manslaughter or vehicular assault. So if they're kicking the front of your vehicle or kicking the side of your vehicle and you pull forward and they roll their ankle, somehow it's your fault. So at this point in the video, I went to pull out of the library parking lot, and the library is where I'm told to go by nearly all these agencies in 2022 and 2023. It's also the number one place where I was assaulted. Now, this is the first location. I'm getting ready to leave the library, and I see Andrew Wolnez approaching very rapidly. Meanwhile, I have to check both ways for cars. I can't just drive out in front of them. So here we go.
Very nice people. Oh, there's Wolnez walking my way.
He's still kicking the back of my car as I'm driving off. You notice I reached across and locked my door. I didn't grab my taser. I didn't grab my pepper spray. I didn't grab my bear spray. I didn't grab anything even closely resembling a weapon. Now let's go to 13 minutes and 20 seconds.
God damn, here
ran to my car and started kicking it.
Stop hitting my vehicle! 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 Stop hitting my vehicle!
This guy here is a guy named John Stevens, and I've got recordings with him as well. Matter of fact, he's actually in this recording. Unfortunately, he didn't state exactly what drugs Wolnez was on or sold, but he does speak about Wolnez selling them.
The dude that did that, all his dope was sold dope. That's a ruse.
I know.
They sell dope at the library. This is John Stevens. Now let me pause this for a second. This is literally the same video where Andrew Wolnez assaulted me twice. I do want to take the opportunity to remind you of this situation. I paid my sister $100 an hour to help me. And she did come and help me. And then she was followed by cops and had some guy threaten that if she didn't walk away, her and my niece are going to get hurt or even killed. And I went live about it. Now, let's listen to John Stevens in this video, and then I'll find the part that's important.
No. I don't give two shits about the drugs. I care about the human trafficking.
Thank you, let's go far.
And I care about violent offenders like
you. I
Wolnez.
love to do this. I thought,
Right, get up, boy. Here's the thing, Andrew Wolnez wanted to accuse me. Right.
We'll talk. Go someplace else. Then behind the Y, like, you know where the Y is?
That's it.
No. I'm just saying, you know where the Y is. Go to the school right next to it. There's a park past it. Over there.
I never hide out of public.
What?
I said I never hide out of public.
You're in public with me, and I'm not going to hurt you, but I'm trying to tell you about God and what you're doing.
Alright, so, lots of fun. I wanted to remind you of this one as well. Oh, I need to turn up the volume, don't I?
I ain't no fucking PC. I'll stab you right in your fucking eyeball and show your fucking ass. My fucking heartbeat.
Right?
And what he's doing.
I need to try to turn in the situation with Wolnez again. This is the time.
As with all these people, I tell them I'm trying to turn it in. Not trying to harm him. Not trying to have him harmed. Not trying to get people to physically assault him. Now, he doesn't want these videos up. At the same time, do you think I feel good about actual slander videos like Andrew Wolnez's? Or the fact that people are actually assaulting me in real life over this slander? This is very scary stuff. There's also a lot of evidence showing my predators do, in fact, and indeed, many of them, despite being felons, do have access to firearms.
What about that Schwab? Like it. That Schwab.
There's one I don't consider an assault. Yeah, I can drive down to Les Schwab.
Yeah? All right. I'm right there right now. Will you head down there right now?
Yeah, I can do that.
One, you got to hear my story. Yeah, but I'm walking around here and I don't have a car to see. What the Lord
Later on, there's a video where he and I get into an argument. It's at night. We're in an argument over by my car. He's talking about having a gun to shoot people, and then he got into a fight with a guy named Kevin in the alley, and I got that recorded. There's also a lot of stuff that's on my telephone that's not anywhere else. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm calling 911 because he's breaking the protection order.
You're a fucking parasite! There he is.
He missed me, though. Here's a bunch more of him breaking the protection order during that period of time. Again, this protection order is against Andrew Wolnez. It was granted, and it is signed by the judge. And the date on it is March 22nd, 2024. He still has not stopped. Now, I had a temporary protection order since January or February of 2024.
Would you be able to people in this town? Would you?
It's only a minute long. Andrew Wolnez goes by while I'm talking to Valerie.
3 hours, my brain.
Okay, Wolnez. Here's fucking Andrew Wolnez. Fucking harassed me again. See, I'm supposed to call the cops every time that he fucking breaks the protection order.
He does fire.
Well, good.
Maybe it'll make him hurt too.
Can I write you down as a witness?
Yeah.
You got a pen? I have a pen.
Her name is Valerie. So,
A punk ass little bitch. I'm a punk ass little bitch.
I was literally repeating what it is that Andrew Wolnez had just been screaming at me. And I went to go talk to Sean, and he's also in my recordings. We'll press play on this. Now, Sean verifies that he heard the scream, and he just thought it was towards him.
Bonjour. Please tell me I'm not the only person who heard that.
I thought that something happened right there, me.
Andrew Wolnez?
Yeah.
What you got an issue with you for? He keeps accusing me of being a drug dealer.
No, I'm stuck.
Oh, he accused me of a bunch of other shit. But he keeps doing that. There's one of the guys that lives in the apartment over there. He keeps doing it to him, too.
What?
Accusing him of shit that he didn't do. Screaming at him that he's a punk-ass bitch. Telling him to go fuck himself and throwing rocks at their shit and stuff. Like, that dude just needs to knock his shit off. You're right.
Wolnez, we supposed to get some baseball bats and shank the bats, you know, fucking kissing on shit, so.
You see the violence thing. This is everybody's solution. Everyone. All these people, their solution is violent. And, of course, you guys know my opinion. I'm against violent crap.
I hope not, but at the same time, it's not like I'm gonna fucking babysit Wolnez and make sure nobody beats his ass. He's been fucking with me too. You saw the side of my vehicle and my windows.
Yep. Verifying it. verifying that there's witnesses. They know what's going on. They've known what's going on.
Maybe you should, I don't know, stop fucking with people. You know, he got recorded on my channel because he was fucking with me. If he hadn't been fucking with me, I wouldn't have started recording. Makes sense, right? Yeah. A fucking dick.
See, I don't use any nicer language towards him.
Oh, wait, is it a criminal act to say that he's a fucking dick?
Right? Here's another one of Andrew Wolnez violating the protection order. The very same day, 3/16/2024. That's March of 2024. And remember, he started his very first assault September 21st, 2023. And all these people who said they were going to help me to turn it in, well, they didn't. I had to try to turn it in by myself, and I was treated horribly for it.
There's wolnez riding by, bullying other people as well now.
Fucking people.
That's the third time today.
Yep. Let's go to the next one.
The hell did I just miss?
All right, so it's Andrew Wolnez screaming at John Stevens after screaming at the place that I was staying at, which in all of those videos, obviously he stalks me. He makes sure that he knows where I live. So let's move it all the way back, and let's hope that it's loud enough for you to hear it.
The hell did I just miss? Oh, it's Andrew Wolnez starting fights with goddamn everybody. It's definitely Andrew Wolnez. Now he's threatening to kill people.
Now this is the part, as you guys have seen, this is the part where I have a major issue keeping my goddamn mouth shut. You don't fucking threaten to kill people. Do not. Not even John Stevens. And by the way, John Stevens had already assaulted me twice by this point.
Andrew, stop!
I'm not a fucking fentanyl dealer. You need to shut your fucking mouth. I'm fucking hurt. I left you fucking asshole, right? I left you fucking asshole. I've been in my fucking house. You're fucking asshole.
He's literally screamed at me 3 times today. Now he's threatening to stab people.
Claiming that he hadn't left the house. We got him recorded over and over and over again. This is literally the same exact day. This is the 4th time. When he was going by, the thing that initiated me starting this fucking recording was him yelling. Not yelling at John, yelling at me in the direction of where I was staying. Him threatening to kill John Stevens, well, that's not my fault. That's the guy you got to hear in the videos talking about the Jesus.
He's threatening to kill people. John, you assaulted me twice.
Now you can hear John Stevens. You also get to hear Andrew Wolnez. And John Stevens is talking about the fentanyl, and we got to hear in the other video, you know, technically they're both right. John Stevens didn't accuse him of slinging fentanyl, he accused him of slinging meth. Of course, nearly everybody in this town has accused him of slinging meth. Even his own daughter warned me about him. Her name is Whitney. And yes, her and her family are afraid of him, and they connected with me to inform me that I had to be afraid of this guy, that he was just going to keep on doing this, that he's not going to stop. And a lot of people have said that. Sean has said that. David has said that. Of course, that's my first name and middle name, but you've gotten to hear Sean in the last video and David and a few of the other ones. You know that they're people who exist. They're obviously not delusions. Alright, so apparently there's some bullshit with Wolnez and some bullshit with John. The John Stevens and Andrew Wolnez. Now you notice I was just a silent observer until he started threatening to stab people to death. Would you be able to... Alright, so this right here is same day. Cool, man. Here's fucking Andrew Wolnez. Sorry, that's not the one that I was trying to get. This is the one.
My name is Valerie Lynn Merritt. I was born as Valerie Lynn Hutchinson. And I am letting everybody know that Sean over here has permission to use me as a witness from Out of Helping Hands and currently with Andrew Wolnez in the first incident I seen with him going by.
So, reality is, these are obviously not delusions. I also want to remind you of this. What does that say? Sean D. Schwartz, discharge diagnosis, 1 head injury, 5/14/2024. And here's another one. Here's a video of a Venezuelan. Came in and stole some of my stuff. This is over at Mossam and John's. Barbara is the lady who helped to broker them to Mossam. You can see him steal more. Well, there's my headphones. There's also the stuff from Whitney, his daughter. She typed, "My name is Whitney. I'm Andrew's oldest daughter. Sorry, I'm also at work, so it took me a while to respond." She was letting me know on her break. I sent her that message showing what people have been sending my sister, and that there's more. This one right here specifically shows that it says that guy from Colorado said he'd hurt Destiny if I said anything to the cops about him being here. Now I really need to not talk to you for now. I'll get a message for you some other way. I still go to chapel for other reasons. This is the sister that Andrew Wolnez keeps trying to pretend that I did all sorts of horrible, crazy shit to. So, of course, I gave my little sister permission to pretend that I am a sexual predator for her safety if Destiny's life is really in danger. Yeah, if I have to pretend to be the bad guy to keep them safe, and if they have to pretend that I'm the bad guy to keep them safe. This is from January 24th, 2024. And I'm sorry that You guys are expecting a bunch of mean texts from me to her, but she sent me messages showing that they're doing the same thing to her. She typed, someone's been calling me from a no caller ID, what they call restricted on iPhones too. I haven't been able to see who it is. Obviously, this was fucking harming me greatly, mentally and physically. She typed to me, he will never stop. That's the bad thing about Andrew. Once he's locked in, it's hard for him to stop. He did this to my little brother and his mom. His mom's also getting a restraining order against him, along with other of the moms, including mine. He called my mom after hearing about us talking and cussed her out. So yeah, I told the truth about those things. Mona Napier was the one who had originally gotten me in contact. And I actually have something written from her from, well, another situation with wolnez, and I'm sorry it's not the best lighting in here. It says, I, Mona Napier, was sitting outside Safeway on my break talking to Sean when Andrew was walking down the alley towards the bank yelling, screaming, and cussing at Sean while Sean and I were having a conversation. Contact information, Mona Napier, and then it says her cell phone. I scratched it out on this one, but I have copies that don't have it scratched out. This one right here is an important one to watch because it's not just wolnez. There's a lot of people who have been involved. Now, this guy here did apologize to me recently and told me that it was because he had slipped into drugs again, and I have that recorded, but we're going to play this because it really did happen. Oh, what's wrong with the volume?
Apparently, there's someone yelling in my car about hiring someone to beat them up. Oh, it's Chris Stafford trying to pretend I hired someone to beat him up. 909 PCT.
You fucking little girl stalking piece of shit, motherfucker! Yeah, report me.
I told you.
The cops are gonna fucking laugh at you, you're a piece of shit!
Yep, that literally just happened.
And you see, I have to remain calm in all of these situations. Just talk to my phone, not talk to any of these other people, not talk to any of these predators who are threatening me. Just pull out my phone, talk to my phone, record the situation. And until it gets violent or there's death threats being made, I usually stay pretty silent or pretty quiet.
That's Chris Stafford. He assaulted me and threatened my life on multiple occasions. Yep, I told you.
Who fucking hired somebody to fucking try to beat my ass?
Ain't nobody hired no. Stop! Stop! Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me! No, you can't! Get away from me! 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 Get away from me!
Jomo. Jomo.
This is at Tillamook Library parking lot. He's trying to claim I hired somebody to beat him up. What a fucking nut job. You hearing this goddamn schizophrenic bullshit out of this piece of fucking shit?
See, I'm not too happy
Jesus
about it.
fucking Christ.
Now, am I screaming this stuff at him? No. I'm complaining to my damn YouTube. There's another verification from Caitlin Thompson, although she doesn't have that number anymore. Or she gave me the wrong one, I can't remember which. Here's another one. Maybe that'll work.
I'm leaving, John. You don't need to come walk by me after antagonizing me and assaulting me. Just get the hell away from me. You don't get to assault me, dude. I don't give a fuck what your excuse is. Nobody fucking assaulted you or harassed you, asshole. Nobody fucking touched you.
Yeah?
You fucking junky piece of shit. See, now you're being a fucking junky piece of shit even more. Get the fuck away from me, you sick fucking junkie. You stop. Stop following me. 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 You assaulted me. Leave me alone. Stop following me. John, get off of me. That is the second time you fucking assaulted me.
Which is definitely and decidedly not okay. I've got so many messages from so many people, so many threats. I mean, this is 1/1000th of what I've got recorded. I've got over 8,000 videos recorded on my YouTube channel. That YouTube channel was specifically started to try to help keep my loved ones safe. Now, when you say posting this stuff up on the internet makes it so that people know where to find me, that's right. But they also, because they know where to find me, they also know that if anything happens to one of my predators, that I'm not the one who fucking did it. You also get to hear right there, John Stevens, after assaulting me, wanted to pretend like I tried touching his privates and then assaulted me again. That's definitely not okay.